This video is going to be super exciting. I have divided this video into two different parts. So in the first part of the video, I will show you how you can create a split video effect or video transition. And in the second part of the video, I will show you how you can create a clean and simple text animation inside of DaVinci Resolve. Hey guys, this is Vikas from Skyline Motions, and without any further ado, let's take a new project and get started. Alright, so here we are in DaVinci Resolve 18 edit page, and for this project we need a video clip. So just go to your media pool, right click on that, click on import media and select a video clip. So in this case I'm using this video clip that I have downloaded from pixels.com, and I will give you a link in the description. Select the video clip and click on open. Now we have two different options. So the first option is change. It means if you want to change your project setting according to your video clip, you can click on change. Otherwise you have to click on the don't change. In this case I want to change my project setting according to the video clip, so I have to click on the change button. Now let's drag the video clip on the timeline. So this is the video clip. Let's drag and drop on the timeline just like that, and then we have to import an adjustment clip. So just go to effect folder, and here we have the adjustment clip. So let's drag and drop on the timeline. For this effect we need only 5-second long clips, so let's add a cut over here. Select the blade tool, add a cut just like that, and delete the unwanted part. Now let's go to the Fusion page. So just go to the Fusion page, and here we have the media in and out. So let's deattach the media in and out. Let's drag the media out to the side for now, and this is the media in. Let's drag and drop to the viewer. Now we have to split the video in 3 different layers. So drag the media out over here. Let's import a background. So this is the background. Drag it to the viewer. Now we have to attach a rectangle mask with this background. So this is the rectangle. Let's attach the rectangle with the background. Let's increase the width value. So I'm going to set the value maybe 1 in width, height value maybe 0.35, and now we have a perfect rectangular shape. Now we have to place this video inside of this rectangular shape. So what we have to do, it's very simple. Let's drag the merge on this flow window, and inside of the merge node we have 4 different points. So the yellow point is for background, green is for foreground, and this is the output, and this is the effect mask. So I'm going to use this background as a background and this one as a foreground. So connect the yellow background point with this background and green foreground point with this media in, and let's drag the merge one to the viewer. Select the merge one, go to the inspector window, and here we have the operator. So let's change the operator over to in. After that we have to add a controller after this merge one. So what we have to do, let's drag the transform node over here. Let's attach the main output with the transform and drag the transform to the viewer. Now you can control the size, rotation, position of this clip by using this transform one. And now we have the first layer. Let's create the second layer and the third layer. So what we have to do, select all the nodes, hit Ctrl C to copy, hit Ctrl V to paste, hit Ctrl V again to paste another copy. And now we have 3 different copy. Now let's connect the green point with the main output of this media in, and do the same thing for this one. So let's connect the green point with this media in, and now we have 3 different output. Let's merge all the outputs. So you have to take a new merge node, and here we have the background and foreground points. So let's connect the background point with this one and green foreground point with this one, and drag the merge 2 to the viewer. Now select the rectangle, and you can move the rectangle in upward direction. Set the value maybe 0.85, which is absolutely perfect. And now we have to merge this output with this one. So let me show you the another way. You can simply connect the output of this one with this, and you will get the new merge. Let's drag the merge 3 to the viewer. Now let's do the same thing. Select the rectangle, let's drag it down and set it over here. Set the value maybe 0.15. Now let's animate the layers. So just go to on frame number 25. But before that we have to check the frame rate. So just go to the setting, and as you can see we have 25 frame per second timeline. It means 25 frames is equal to 1 second. So select the transform, right click on size, click on animate. Select the second transform, right click on center, click on animate. Select the third transform, right click on center, click on animate. Go to very first frame of this animation, select the first transform and set the size 0. Select the second transform. Let's drag the second layer to the left side and set the value maybe negative 0.5, and do the same thing for third one. So select the third one and let's drag the third layer to the right side, set the value maybe 1.5. Perfect. And now we will get this type of animation, but this animation is linear right now, so we have to make it smoother. It's very simple. Just go to a spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. You can minimize all the layers, check all the layers and click on fit button. Select all the keyframes by dragging like this, hit S to smooth, or you can also click on this smooth button. Now place the CTI at very beginning of this animation, maybe on the first keyframe. Hold this handle and just drag it like this and create a nice smooth curve. Perfect. You can adjust these handle as well. So just go to on frame number 5, maybe hold this handle and just set it like this. Basically you have to create a smooth graph just like this, and then you can close this spline window. And now we will get this type of animation which is looking perfect. Now we have to add one more animation, so just go to on frame number 50, which is equal to 2 seconds according to 25 frame per second, and select the transform one, right click on center, click on animate, select the second transform, right click on center, click on set key and lock the position as it is. Select the third one, right click on center, click on set key, and then go to on frame number 75, which is equal to 3 seconds according to 25 frame per second. Select the first transform and drag it to the right side, set the value maybe 1.5. Select the second transform, drag it to the right side and set the value maybe 1.5, and do the same thing for third one. So drag it to the right side, set the value 1.5. Now we have to create a smooth animation and we have to create a time gap between each layers. So it's very simple. Just go to a spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. This time we have to do one by one. So let's check the first one first. Click on fit button, highlight these keyframes, hit S to smooth, hold this handle and just set it like this. Perfect. Now you can close the transform, select the second one, click on fit, do the same thing. You have to create a smooth graph just like that. Select the third one, hit S to smooth and hold this handle and set it like this. Now you can close this spline window, but we have to create a time gap. So just go to on frame number 50 and we have to move the keyframe 2 frame forward in time. So just go to on frame number 52, move the keyframe on 52 and check the second one, move the keyframe forward in time. So just set it on frame number 54, highlight these keyframes and drag it over here. And now we have a time gap between each layers and it will give you a nice and simple effect. Perfect. Now we have to create two different outputs. So the first output will be dual tone output. So let's attach a color corrector node with this main output and let's do some color adjustment. So just go to the inspector window and here we have the channels. Leave the RGB channel as it is, leave the red channel as it is, go to green and set the gain value 0, go to blue and set the gain value 0 and make it like this. Now go to the RGB channel and here we have the contrast. So let's increase the contrast value and set the value maybe 1.1. Now it's looking like this. After that we have to create a normal output. So for that we have to attach a transform. So let's attach the main output with the transform and drag the transform to the viewer. Now you can click on the double viewer and let's drag the first output in the first viewer and second output in the second viewer. And now we will get something like this. But we have to change the position of the main output. So select the transform and drag the transform on the left side and set the value maybe negative 0.5. And now we have to merge both the outputs. So this is the merge node. Let's connect the yellow point with the color corrector, green point with the transform 2. This is most important, and drag the merge 4 to the viewer. Now click on the single viewer and as you can see we have an issue over here. So select the merge 4 and here we have the blend option. So you can animate the blend value and fix this problem. So just go to on frame number 40 where the screen is fully covered with the red output. Then we have to animate the blend. So right click on the blend, click on animate and go back one frame and set the blend value 0. And now this is looking perfect. All right, after that we have to create a very simple shape layer. So just take a new background node, attach a rectangle with that, drag the background to the viewer, select the rectangle, let's increase the width value and set the value 0.95, height value 0.9, let's increase the corner radius, so I'm going to set the value 0.25, and we have something like this. And I'm going to place this output inside of the shape. So it's very simple. Take a new merge node and connect the yellow background point with this background and green foreground point with the main output, and drag the merge 5 to the viewer. Select the merge 5 and let's place this foreground inside of the shape background. So just go to the operator and change this over to in, and we will get something like this. After that we have to connect the main output with the media out, and then you can go to the edit page. And here we have this type of split effect, which is looking absolutely perfect, as you can see. Now let's jump into the second part of the video where we will create the text animation. So just go to the media pool, right click on that, click on new fusion composition. This is going to be the text, so let's call it text. Click on create, drag this text composition on the timeline just like that, and just go to the fusion page, and here we have to take a new text node. So this is the text node. Let's drag and drop to the viewer, and let's type anything, whatever you want. Select your favorite font style. So in this case I'm using Architect Bold font style. You can select any font style that you like. You can increase the size a little bit. So I'm going to set the value maybe 0.09, and we have to align the text in the center. So just right click on this preview window, go to guide and turn on this guide. Let's set the text in the center just like that, and now we have to animate the text. So just go to on frame number 25, which is equal to 1 second, go to layout, right click on center, click on animate, and go to very first frame of this animation. Let's drag the text over here, maybe just like that, and then just go to on frame number 75, which is equal to 3 seconds, right click on center, click on set key, go to on frame number 100, which is equal to 4 seconds, and again let's drag the text over here. So we will get this type of animation. Now let's make this animation smoother. So just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen, check this option, click on fit, select both the keyframes, hit S to smooth, select these two keyframes, hit S to smooth, set the CTI over here, hold this handle and create a nice smooth curve just like that. Set the CTI at the end of this animation, highlight this point, hold this handle and create a nice smooth curve. And after that you can close this spline window. Now we have to attach a duplicate node with this text node. So hit Ctrl plus a spacebar for search box and search for duplicate. Select the duplicate node, hit add button, drag it to the viewer. Now just go to on frame number 25, and here we have to change some settings. So this is the center. Let's set the center Y value 0.43, and let's change the number of copies. So I'm going to set the number of copy maybe 4, and we have to set the blend value maybe 0.45 or 0.5. all right, and we will get this type of effect. Now let's animate the effect. So just go to on frame number 25, right click on center, click on animate, go to very first frame. Let's set the center Y value 0.5, maybe default value, and we will get this type of effect. Perfect. And now just go to on frame number 75, right click on center, click on set key and lock the position as it is. Go to on frame number 100 and set the center Y value 0.5, and now we will get something like this. Now we have to create a smooth animation. So just go to spline window, hit F4 on the keyboard to full screen. This time you can uncheck the text and check the duplicate node and do the same thing. Select both the keyframes, hit S to smooth, select these two keyframes, hit S to smooth, set the CTI at very beginning of this animation, hold this handle and create a nice smooth curve. Set the CTI at the end of this animation, highlight this point, hold this handle and create a nice smooth curve just like this. And now you can close this spline window. After that we will get something like this. which is looking very nice. After that, we have to animate the opacity of the text. So just go to on frame number 12, which is equal to half a second. Just select the text, go to the setting, and here we have the opacity. So right click on opacity, click on animate, go to very beginning of this animation, set the opacity value 0. And now just go to on frame number 88, which is equal to 3.5 seconds. Right click on the opacity, click on set key, go to on frame number 100 and set the opacity 0. And finally we will get this type of animation, which is looking perfect. After that, we have to add one more effect. Select the duplicate, hit Ctrl plus a spacebar for search box and search for drop shadow. So this is the drop shadow effect. Hit add button, drag the drop shadow to the viewer. Now we have to do some settings. So let's decrease the blur value 0. Here we have the drop distance. Let's set the drop distance maybe 0.01. And here we have the shadow strength. So set the shadow strength value maybe 0.2. And let's increase the blur value and set the blur value maybe 0.3. Alright, and now we will get the nice and simple drop shadow. You can check the before and after. It's perfect. And then we have to connect the media out with the main output, just like that. And then you can go to the edit page, and here we have something like this, which is looking absolutely perfect. Let me show you the best thing of this effect. You can use this effect on any background. It's very simple. You only have to import a new video clip. So in this case, I'm using this video clip. Let's open it up, drag the video clip on the timeline, and then select these two clips, hit Ctrl C to copy, place the CTI over here, hit Ctrl V to paste. Now you can cut the extra parts. So select the blade tool, add a cut over here and delete the unwanted part. Now you can change the text as well. So just place the CTI on the second text copy and then go to the Fusion page, and here we have to change the text just like that, and then go to the edit page, and here our effect is ready for a render. Perfect. Now turn on the loop button, go to very first frame, hit Ctrl F to full screen, and let's have a look. Alright, so it's looking awesome, and that's all for this tutorial. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, then hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification for more interesting videos, and also hit the like button for this video. My name is Vikash and I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.